Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to 8th House Speaks. I am your host, 8th House. Just setting the energy. I felt drawn to do a read for Taurus. Yeah, I thought to read for Taurus. Taurus is my sister sign. I am a Scorpio. Could you tell by my title of my channel? 8th House Speaks. Yeah, I don't know. I felt drawn to do a read for Taurus. So, wow, I wasn't ready. I was not ready. And look, see what come out. And I actually have the deck upside down. And I'm going to put this back in, but 7 of Swords. I've been seeing 7 Swords a lot. Quite a lot. So, yeah. Spirit, angels, ancestors. What messages do you have for Taurus? What messages do you have for Taurus? Thank you. I feel maybe I'm drawn to it because of wounds. I feel someone needs to heal wounds. Taurus, what's going on in your energy? Spirit, what's going on in Taurus's energy? I'm just going to see what comes out. I just felt drawn to this deck. I felt drawn to Taurus. Can you give us a card? Let's get a bit of context. What's Taurus? What were they dealing with in the past? Like the past is anything from this second back, really. But like, what's been going on for Taurus? Can we get a bit of perspective? What messages? And you can listen to this if you're got a Taurus placement. It could be your rising sign, your sun sign, your moon, your north node, your Chiron placement even. It could be something in this reading that resonates for you, and if it doesn't resonate for you, perhaps it's not your reading this time, and that's okay. You let it go. I kind of think of tarot readings as things you need to let kind of wash over you. You don't force any reading to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Just kind of let it wash over you and let what lands land without resistance. And if it doesn't sound right to you, then it's just, it's not for you this time. This is a collective reading. Well, I say collective, I mean the Taurus energy, but that's a lot of people. So, Spirit, what do you have for Taurus? What's the past say for Taurus? 3 of Wands. Oh, look at that. King of Pentacles. Earth energy. Yeah. Another one. Look at that. This is Taurus. I said I wanted to do something for Taurus. So if the glare is a little bit... should we do it this way? Perhaps that's significant, I will do it this way because it does make better sense, but I get the sense of something that you thought would have worked out well one way actually didn't. It needed a little bit of reconfiguring, and this is a great energy to reconfigure in. So this is the past. This is fire energy. So this is about waiting for your ships to come in. There's been some preparation in the past, and Taurus energy is about planning, really. Solid planning. Something in the past had you planning. You had planned, you was waiting, and being really solid and grounded in this energy, this earth energy, King of Pentacles. This is being established and having stable roots, really. Mastering the pentacle. So things have paid off. And to be in this abundant energy, things have paid off. And I mean, I'm asking about the past. So there's been good investments. There's been fertile energy, abundance, real positive energy. And the King of Pentacles to the Empress, I mean, that is solid. This is confirmation that you have put down some very solid roots, Taurus, in your past. In your past. This is good. This feels good. This feels good. Perhaps there's a masculine and a feminine. I mean, the Empress is good energy. Spirit, what else? I just saw the, oh my gosh, this just Seven of Swords. So, you know, is there something, because this is good energy for Taurus. Was I pulled to this reading just to tell Taurus how fantastic they are? That's nice. But why was I pulled to do this reading? I felt like there was something I needed to tell Taurus. Is this the past? In the past, you've had good intentions, Taurus. You've had good, solid intentions. For whoever's listening to this, you've had some. That Taurian energy has actually put you in good stead. So what message do I have for Taurus in the present? Page of Swords. Something new to be looking into. Because if you've mastered everything, like, to me, if you're still here in life, there's still things to be discovering. So what is Taurus needing to know? What is the Taurian energy needing to know? Something new, a new adventure. In the present, what's Taurus needing to know? Taurus energy. And you mean you might be watching for someone else who has a Taurus placement, or this reading might resonate for you. What do you need to know? Oh, wow, okay. Death. Transformation. Death doesn't have to always be literal. This is in the present. Sorry about that glare. I'll put my hand there for just a minute, but you can see. This card, the light's a little bit funny here, but this is in the present. You know what? It's almost like everything's fine. Why go digging to find a problem? But I felt drawn to do a read for this sign. And this is past energy. So you've been on the track. Looking for something new actually brings about a transformation, a change. We're going to go through and get a little bit more here. In the present, Spirit, for Taurus, what else in the present? What do we need to know about the present for Taurus? What's coming towards Taurus? Something flipped over there. Four of Swords. Okay. So, yeah, you're pulling your energy back from something. It's going to be new. A new project, a new thing you're looking into has changed the cycle for you. And you're transforming it. And in that transformational death phase, you're paused. But pulling your energy back from person, place or thing. We'll get a little bit more in a minute. Spirit, what can Taurus expect in the future? Let's just say the next 3 months. In the next 3 months when you catch this reading. Well, that's kind of slid out off the top. Six of Cups. Six of Cups, you like that? My light taps on and I tap it. Let's put that candle here. Make a little bit more space. Six of Cups in the near future. The next 6 months, a soulmate connection, a past energy, nostalgia, someone from the past. In the future for Taurus. Seven of Wands. Defensiveness, perseverance. And what else do we have here? Ten of Cups. So something you need to fight for, but it's going to be worth it. It's a Ten of Cups. That is wish fulfillment. What do we have at the bottom? The Knight of Pentacles. Right, Earth energy again. Taurus. You're at the bottom of the deck here. Let's put that there. Let's clarify a few of these with the light seers. Let me burn a little sage here. I'm humming and I'm thinking of something quite grounded, mothering energy, soothing energy. Taurus, you have a very nurturing presence about you. You do. But you're wanting to do something new. And it's got some transformation right in the middle here. Is a major arcana. And it's cornered with something that actually is about life. Life and death. Doesn't have to be the literal sense. But yeah, let's go through this a minute. Let me see a little bit more. Just didn't want to go back in. This one underneath has kind of got stuck. What's that? Queen of Wands. Okay, I'm not sure. I don't think that was meant to come out. Spirit, what can you give us for the Three of Wands in the past with Taurus's energy? Four of Swords. So second Four of Swords. So there's been the pauses and retreating and preserving your energy. A lot of considered movements. Four of Swords. What else can you give us with the Three of Wands? Clarifying this, Spirit. Five of Swords. Yes, so you're coming from something where there was conflict, petty argument, and needing to rest and pull yourself back and plan again. Plan again. And you know, you build something and someone comes along and says they want to help you with that, or you feel you could collab with somebody, but I get the sense of something getting torn down and needing to rethink something and going into a moment of rest and healing, which served towards this forward planning. A lot of considered energy here. King of Pentacles. So really grounded. And what's this here? Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, and what else? So this King of Pentacles has built a solid foundation because of betrayal in the past. There's been some letdown here. These two didn't want to go back in the deck. What have we got here? See him there, the devil. And the Hanged Man. Yeah, there's been some betrayal in the past. Where in order to build this Ten of Pentacles, you came from some really dark places and it changed your perspective on things. Actually, there's been some healing here, Taurus. You've had to let go of people, places and things. There's been some healing here in the past. And you've got experience in life where actually what you came to was abundance and fruitfulness. Queen of Swords by telling the truth. Seven of Swords, telling the truth about what you can see about deception. You saw deception in the past and it tried to rock your foundation and you spoke out about it. Because you are the Empress. You're not to be played with. You had to tell someone. You spoke your truth because you saw there was something not right. You saw deception. Well, tell us a bit more about this deception and not wanting to jump. Not jumped. Three of Pentacles and Five of Cups. You thought something was going to work out and it didn't. Someone had you believing. Back again. Someone had you believing that you were working with them to collaborate and it left you in the Five of Cups. But underneath it all, you remembered your truth and that who you are. You know who you are because from the past you've built yourself. You know how to build yourself up and be solid. You know how to plan. You're good at pattern recognition. You know from your own mistakes, from your own experiences of the devil. When it shows up again, you're like, no, I smell this stinky motherfucker. I smell this stinky guy. So that was in the past. Five of Cups to the Page of Swords. I feel like you're healing, Taurus, and you're doing new things, new curiosities. You're putting your energy into the. I just lifted the deck underneath and saw the King of Wands. So you're doing new things. You're thinking in new ways. You're running with new ideas. Like this, for example. This is me running with a new idea. It's not a new idea, reading tarot on YouTube, but I mean new for me in this way. And rather than shrinking back and being shy about it, I'm like, do you know what? Just give it a go, innit? Just try it. You never know. Like, people might like the way you read. People might like the way you think about things. I feel like that's what you're doing, Taurus. You're kind of just going with it. I feel like this past situation didn't leave you much choice. You had to just go with it. And it's a slow and steady energy. What we got under there? See the Hermit? You've had to look within. See the Magician? You've had to look within and manifest something different for yourself, because who you thought you were going to work with, you've had to change your perspective. The Hangman, where you thought you were going, Spirit changed your perspective, showed you this guy showed his ass and you couldn't ignore the funk, so you had to go and do some diving, deep diving, and it's slow and steady because you've been doing this a long time, Taurus. I think you're an old soul, and you know the value of balancing energy. It's like this has to keep going. This isn't something you get to put down. You can pause for a bit with you take pauses to heal yourself, especially if you're going through like things like heartache. I think with heartache, you need to actually rest, like physically rest. Treat it like an injury. If you hurt your knee or your back or you go lie down, right? Sometimes you need to actually physically rest when it comes to heartache. And you're doing new things now. What can you tell us about the Page of Swords for Taurus? What can you tell us about the Page of Swords for Taurus? Two of Swords. Yeah, you're making different decisions. Your decisions, you know, because perhaps what threw this thing off in the back, you realize people make different decisions for their life. Ha, hey, the High Priestess. Talk about decisions. She's making decisions, but wise ones. Very intuitive. This is major arcana. This is where spirit gets involved and intervenes, and this is you making decisions based on your intuition in the present. And maybe this is new. Maybe you're leading into new levels of intuition. Maybe you're reading more about spirituality. Maybe you're doing things like psychic development. The Death. What can you tell us about the Death card, Spirit? King of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Nice. Nice. Truth. No BS. Truth. I mean, death energy is pretty truth. This truth. You know, you get truth on human level truth, and then you get spiritual truth. I always say they're different. What we think we can handle as truth as humans, when you hear spiritual truth, it's because it's come next to the High Priestess. Spiritual truth can sometimes be very uncomfortable, and they do change things. They do make things cease existing. They do transform things. But your truth and knowing the truth has put you in a very hot stuff energy. Like Nine of Pentacles is independence. Like, this person's happy. They got a bird up there. See there? They're happy. They're happy. Nine of Pentacles is like real independence, happy with yourself. Going to the cinema by yourself, like you happy. Somebody says they want to tag along, you're like, if you must, but you know, you're good on your own. Very happy on your own. And you see how it went slid to the 10 of cups. Like, yo, girl or guy, you are happy on your own. You ain't got time for no BS. You ain't got no time for no BS. And the Four of Swords, right? And you value your peace now. You really value your peace, because in the past you've had these situations before where you've resolved the horrible energies you've had to be around, the tricksters you've had to be around, by resting. And you know the value of resting now. What can you say about the Four of Swords for Taurus? Yeah, you walked away because you know you're the queen, baby. You walked away. You're walking away. If someone's disturbing your peace, you're like, don't you see me? I got things to do. I got a whole pentacle to hug up on. I don't need your stupidness. I got a whole pentacle to chill with. The pentacle feels good. You know your worth, Taurus. You know your worth. Right. In the coming future, you keep it up. You keep up that healing journey. You keep stepping. You keep stepping. Girl, guy, you keep stepping. Viewer, you keep stepping. You can keep encouraging yourself. I'm encouraging you. You keep stepping. You got good things coming here. You got good things. It's going to take a little bit of something's going to go on here. But let me see. In the next coming future, let's see. Six of Cups. So 6 of Cups, something you've got to defend maybe. A past energy. 6 of Cups. What we got here? 4 of Wands. Queen of Cups. Oh, this is nice. It's like a soulmate connection. Something solid. Person, place or thing from the past comes with something solid, and it really brings out a lot of love in you. You're going to really open up your heart and feel love, and it's going to make you very protective. That's what I want to say here. you're going to get mama bearish or maybe papa bearish about protecting your wish fulfillment. What we got here for the Seven of Wands? Page of Swords. There was a Page of Swords here. And ooh, what's this? The Tower. Yeah. Okay. I feel this is a good tower, but I feel like as you have a tower coming up right before the Ten of Cups, right before it really starts to settle, you have a real shake-up and a real shift. There's something you have to defend. And you're going to come into some knowledge, I think. I feel like you're going to come into some knowledge, Taurus. It's either going to be used to have to defend something you want and it causes a tower, or a tower comes in and it brings you knowledge. And that knowledge ends up defending your wish fulfillment. Tower. Let's get a little bit more about the Tower. Tower. Do you like it when I shuffle in front of the camera like that? I mean, this setup's kind of temporary. I don't know that I'm always going to be having... My hands look giant. Oh my God. It's because the cards are small, yeah? I bought the little pocket size. You don't believe me? Look, this is the tin. I swear I don't have giant hands. This is the tin. It's like a little mini tin. I thought it'd be a good travel thing. But like, I don't have giant hands. Anyway, I laugh, but Taurus, you've come through a lot. I'm just trying to keep the energy light because you deserve some goodness. You really do. Tower. What have we got here? Okay. Okay, one more, Spirit. Okay. Why is the Eight of Wands in reverse? Are these in reverse? Temperance. Okay, they're not even in reverse. You know what I'm getting from this? Someone comes in with a love offer, Taurus. And it feels like a tower. And you're like, is this person for real? Let me go and investigate. Let me go peep their page. What are they saying really though? Like, go look on their Instagram. Let me see who likes their... Let me see what they're really about. Maybe you might end up being a bit defensive about this. But it brings in a tower. You rock my world, you know you do. Yeah, man, someone rocks your world, maybe. That's what I think. But this Eight of Wands in reverse, like there's a new beginning, new love. It can almost be spiritual gifts as well. Eight of Wands in reverse. Give me a little minute. Let me have a little Eight of Wands in reverse. What I want to say is delays. Possible burnout, you know? Because by the time you've come through all of this, look. By the time you get to this and someone's offering you this, yeah, it's natural to think that you might feel burnt out because you've been through a lot. Right now you're in an energy of walking away from something and really holding on to your dignity. And you've been played with in the past and you knew that you were being played with. Maybe you give this person a bit of a longer leash than what you would have. By the time love comes back around, yeah, you may feel a little bit burnt out. But just remind yourself, Taurus, in the past, you knew how to rest and heal, okay? And you've done it before, rest and heal. So you go slow. If you feel it helps to check this person out a bit more, it's okay. It's okay. Be gentle on yourself, Taurus. 10 of Cups. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Ooh, okay, what's here? See, Knight of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. You've got love coming in. What's underneath the deck? Page of Pentacles. I see Pentacles here. Earth energy. Knight of Cups. Water. Ten of Cups. Water. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cups energy. Ace of Pentacles. Something tangible is going to come in from a romantic offer. It could lead to something more. It could lead to a new beginning. Page of Pentacles can be child energy. There's a few pages in here, you know, Page of Swords. A few pages of swords, yeah. And this Ten of Cups, it comes with somebody wanting to offer you something stable and tangible, a new beginning that you can actually put your hands on. Not fake promises that come to nothing and you're watching. So I've got to put this light back on again. Bear with me. You're watching dreams that you had planned go down the well, and all you're doing is focusing on what's going down the well by what you thought was going to work out with somebody and didn't. But you've been building yourself back up. You really have been, and it's going to pay off in the end. Yes, Taurus. So I hope you like my reading. That's what I have for you. If it resonates for you, great. If it doesn't resonate for you, not your reading this time. I'd love for you to hit the like button, subscribe and come back for more, and help me build this channel. If you like how I read, feel free to leave comments. Yeah, I'm working on this. It's a work in progress as I get more in my flow. So yeah, you have a lovely rest of your day. Stay blessed.